everybody. Today's Friday. It is the 29th, which means it's the last day of the month, like last work day of the month. So I am gearing up to plan the month of October. I just also have some other work to do, so we're just gonna do like a basic day in the life. This morning I did, you know, normal morning routine stuff. Obi and I talked for a while, and then, you know, now we're getting into things. I also got a very exciting package in the mail today, and I thought we could open that together. Setting that up. Normally on Fridays I do like a digital clean to just kind of get my like digital life in order as well. So like clean out my downloads folder and my trash and my desktop, and then like my phone photos. So it's maybe a good time to do this. I got lucky in that my upgrade came right at the time this phone came out, so I was able to kind of go ahead and initiate getting it. But I'm not normally like that. Like, I think my last phone, the phone I currently have, is a 12, so I'm not like get the latest phone as soon as it comes out kind of person, but it feels fun to be able to. It makes me feel like I am like that, which feels cool. But I'm not normally. Oh good. Have you noticed that like Apple doesn't put chargers in things very much anymore? So I'm excited to see a charger. I guess it's USB-C now. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna go set this up, and then we're gonna set up our bullet journal for the month of October. I'm not gonna do a full like plan with me, but I will flip through what I create, and then we'll see what else we get into today. I'm gonna try to spend, as you know, really be a thorough planner. It's something that I'm really needing right now, but I also want to have grace with myself because there's just like other stuff I have to do. So I'm gonna try and hold complex space for my task list today. So let's go get into bullet journaling. So here's a quick little flip through of October. So I have these postcards that I got in Paris, and I did one for September as well, and then I just did one for October. And then this is my September in review page. I have what did I make, what did I read, what did I love, watch, learn, felt, dislike, traveled to, embraced. And then also highlights, challenges, things I started, things I stopped. Money tracking, and then I'm going to put some quotes like in these two boxes. And then October, my plan, this is like my schedule. I'll put in like any meetings I already have scheduled, which is a lot, and then travel dates, things like that. And then I have the books I would like to read, my big 3 tasks, like what really has to get done this month, my values for the month, like what values do I want to live into, and then what I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna make this like my priority for the month. And then I'm doing my tracking a bit differently, so I'll show you in September. I'll kind of give you a far away view. This is kind of how I did it, as like a calendar view, and then I tracked my mood based off of like with the colors. But this one is I'm gonna write down my highlight of the day, and then these are all the habits I'm tracking. And I want to, because I want to like correlate my habits to my mood. So like when I do certain things, is it making me happier? I also, maybe I'll use this blank space to do this, because one of the things I like about the calendar view is that there are certain things I try to do every month, but they're not like weekly or daily habits. They're just themed days. So I need a place to put those. I like to spend at least one day kind of off of screens or off of social media. I like to go on a date with Obi at least once. I like to have some like hang time with the kiddo. That's just me and the kiddo. I like to go on a self date once a month. Then I do like a gist day once a month, getting things done. A day of learning something new. A day where I just like kind of play and have fun. I like to go out with a friend once a month at least. And then I call it desk papers, like deal with all the papers I've kind of like been putting off dealing with. So I'm gonna put those right here, I think. And then that's all I'm gonna do for my bullet journal this month. I have a lot of planning still left to do. It is 12:45 and but I need to get some work done too. So maybe I'll finish this up and then have a little lunch, get my work done, and then we'll get back into planning. Wish me luck. Okay, so I've gotten all of my non-planning work done, that are like non-end of the month work done. It is about 2:30. I have a few things I need to do. So I need to go into my Notion, fill out my monthly planning sheet there. I need to plan my content for the month of October. I need to do my bookkeeping for the month of October. I have like a service, but I just need to go qualify the expenses that they don't know what they are. I need to, is that everything? I also need to go to Target because I was gonna go tomorrow, but I got the new phone and I don't have a case yet and I feel uncomfortable using it. So I'm just gonna go today. I also need groceries, so we'll get some groceries while we're there. And a couple of other things, like need an air filter and some like Scrub Daddy power paste or whatever. So we're gonna do that, and I need to organize my brain around these things. So I don't know where to start. The thing I want to do the least is the bookkeeping. And typically this is something that I would do as like a special treat to myself. Like I would go take myself to coffee because I'm avoiding it so much. And maybe I can schedule that into next week because it doesn't have to be done today. It's just something I like to do once a month. So maybe I'll plan that into next week. And then I'll do my computer planning right now. So plan the content, plan out on Notion. And then I will go to Target afterwards. The problem with going to Target is that I'm kind of banking on that being where I get afternoon coffee. So I don't want to go too late. But at the same time, I don't think this is going to take me a long time. Like bookkeeping, that's going to take a minute, but planning, I don't think that's going to be too hard. So let's get to planning. I'm sorry if this is just a desk day and all of the most of what we're doing, I'm like talking to you from my desk, but that's the reality of the planning sesh. So I'll kind of show you my monthly planning, my monthly kind of spread. So this has a spread for each week of the month. This is my important dates. This is September's, I'll fix that. Things I'm going to do the next month, and then monthly tasks. So these are things that like I intend to do through the month. I haven't checked them off yet. And then I have monthly goals, my big task list. This is like my big running task list. My monthly reset, which is like my reflection questions. We'll look at that. And then that says monthly task list, but I actually don't use that anymore. So let's delete that while we're here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and just see what I'm doing this month and then what needs to be done in October. So now I need to do important dates for October. Let's pull up the calendar here. So the way that I use this is I go through every week when I plan on Fridays and I look at the monthly task list, and then I have a goals list as well. Here it's got career goals, recreation, health, relationships, and like myself. And I go through that as well and do I go through that as well each week and just kind of see what I've done, what I want to do. And then the last little piece here that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and look at my monthly reflection. So I'll show you what that looks like. And we'll go into September and I'll show you kind of, I pull photos. So I have goals here as well in my reflection. Maybe that's like a little extra. But I had the goal to do 8 workouts. I did that. 8 meditation sessions. I did not do a full 8. I had goals to begin building something secret that I can't tell you about yet. And I did begin building it, but I kind of am taking a break from it because it's not quite where I want it to be. I don't know if it's the highest priority right now, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. I had a goal to finish my painting. It's like a paint by number, and I did that, so that's done. So you can check that off. I also had a goal to decorate for fall, which we did. I wanted to take time off around Labor Day. I did that. I also wanted to do a weekly artist date. I did not do that. I think I did one. And then also at the bottom here, I put photos from the month just to kind of have those memories stored somewhere else, you know, than my phone. So I'm gonna put the rest of the photos for September here, and then I'm gonna go through October. This is my first year doing this, so I'm hopeful that like when September next year rolls around that I'll be able to like see the photos from the last month before I start reflecting on the new month. So that is the intention of that. But right now I'm going to wrap up September's, and then we'll open up October and get started on that reflection. Okay, so I'm filming on my new phone. I didn't want to bring my camera with me because I don't know, it feels weird at Target. But at the same time, I'm going to Target because I don't have a phone case on my phone, and that also might be weird. So, you know, hopefully nothing goes awry. I am heading in. I was going like thinking, okay, I'm gonna get things for kiddo lunches. I'm gonna get just like my phone case, like a couple of little things, and then now the list is so long. I was just there a week ago. I thought I never need to go back here ever again, and here we are with like a validly long list of things that we need. So at least I'm not going and accidentally spending a bunch of money. I'm going and knowing I'm going to, I guess. But we are gearing up for 2024. We're doing like a low spend year. I'm interested in how different it's going to be. Just in the sense of like, now when we need something, I go to Target and I get it. But that's not like the habit I want to have necessarily long term in my life. So I'm just like interested to see how that changes. I'm currently doing a lot of research on low spend years and minimalism. Not that I feel like I need to be a minimalist, but just kind of like being more of a conscious spender. And with that, like, what rules do people make for themselves? How do you do it without feeling so restricted that you rebel? that kind of thing. So once I do that and we figure out what we're doing, I'll share it. And then I'll probably share updates as we experience it, because I'm sure we'll make edits and stuff to it based off of how it actually feels to do. So anyway, but for now I'm going to Target and I'm getting a giant coffee. You know, c'est la vie. So hot. All right, Target trip was successful, maybe a little too successful. Honestly, we just like needed a bunch of stuff. Like it was just that time. But now it is, gosh, 15 to 6. That's crazy. The day has just gone so fast today. Obie and I talked until like 11 this morning. That's what happened. So now I'm heading home. It's Opie's night to cook dinner. I think he's got that under control. And we'll just, yeah, go unpack these groceries. Obie made dinner. Sorry, happening.
Yeah, the first one. Well, I mean.
Hello everybody. It is Saturday. It is like 10:30 this morning. So far we've just had coffee with Obes. We don't get a ton of like chill, slow mornings together, so it felt really nice to kind of not have anything to do, just have coffee and talk. I had a little bit of breakfast, made some oatmeal, and then I put some baguettes in the oven for lunch. We use Wild Grain, and they basically just send you like frozen baked goods, and then you can just put them in the oven whenever you want to use them, and it's so convenient. I think I have like money off of that with a code. I can put in the notes, and if I don't remember to put them in the notes, just ask me if you want it. I think it gives you free croissants in every box, and then I think $10 off your first box or something. But I'm continuing on with my monthly planning. I'm going to do my power sheets, and then I'm going to fill out my bullet journal for October. I think later today I'm going to do like our big calendar, family calendar, and I'm also going to pull some tarot cards for the month, but I don't think I'm going to film that because I think I want to have the rest of the day just kind of like off camera because we have cleaning to do and stuff like that. And I'm just, this vlog will be like insanely long, and it'll make the cleaning take longer, you know, all that. So, but I'm gonna sit down, do these power sheets. I think report back as to like how I feel about it, because I haven't used a planner in a minute. I have a lot of planners that I love. I am a planner fan, but I've been using bullet journals and the Notion for so long that I don't know, I haven't really thought about using a planner in a minute. So we'll see how I feel about it. It might start to feel a little redundant, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna fill out, yeah, my bullet journal. Okay, so I've been sitting down, I've been working on these things. I'm gonna be honest, I think the power sheets feels incredibly redundant for me. I just kind of already have ways of doing all these things. Like it has a monthly calendar, but I have so many versions of that. Like I have one that our family uses, and then I use iCal for planning content, Google Calendar for planning everything else. And I just don't think I need like a paper monthly calendar in a book that you know what I mean? Other things it has like important to-dos. I already have that in my monthly task list. Upcoming, I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that means like important dates, but it leaves you like this much room for that, and that's not enough. On my mind, I don't know how what's on my mind could fit into this little box. It says I'm hopeful that feels fine. I don't need it though. It says I'm saying no to, I've already done that. I'm saying yes to, I've already done that in my bullet journal. Then this says monthly action items, and it has like a progress bar, and I don't understand that. Like I'll show you. Like currently I can't foresee myself using that. I think progress on such a vague scale. I'm not trying to critique this at all. I think people love these. I just am like explaining why I probably am not going to use it. For me, if I'm measuring on a progress bar, like a percentage done, then that's already too vague of a goal. So I'm much more inclined to go, what does this look like finished? You know, make it time sensitive and specific. It has weekly action items, and then I think it's like a habit tracker for things you would do throughout the week, but I have that in Notion. And then it has daily action items, but you guys saw that habit tracker I drew yesterday, so I'm going to use that for that. And there's like 2 pages for notes, but I don't know what I would use them for. And then this has like week of, and this is what I thought, like, oh, I could use this the most, but honestly, I do this in Notion too. And if I'm not doing it in Notion, I'm going to do it in my bullet journal. So I don't know that this is the most useful thing for me. I really do think it's going to end up feeling like I'm just copying things over. I liked the questions in the beginning. It has like a bunch of prompts. And I do like that. And I like the idea of it being a quarterly check-in. Like that's appealing to me, but I just think like I'm already doing it, you know? So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get as much use out of it as I had hoped I might. However, I will talk you through what I did in my bullet journal and kind of like what I've reflected on. So things I want to start, a big thing I want to start this month is focusing on one priority at a time. I tend to have my hands in a lot of different pots, and I need to slow that down. I need to really focus on what is my main objective this month, this quarter, and really go all in on one thing instead of spreading myself wide. Second is I need to be more strategic in the content that I create. I tend to kind of just do what feels good to me when it feels good. When I have ideas, I need to be much more strategic and think of it as marketing. Like I would any client I would tell to do that. And then I need to stop saying yes as much, especially to recurring commitments, like with other people's priorities, and really go all in on what is a real yes for me, what is something that I can really, like, it points toward my own priorities instead of just kind of saying yes because I don't want to turn down any opportunities. The highlight of this month for me in September was the weather and just being able to work with the windows open. That was like a major like highlight. I kept pulling out, I started noticing. I also have been able to work more with Obi, like co-work. That's been really fun. We've had a lot of fun doing that. He's been editing the podcast. He's starting a podcasting business. So if you have a podcast and you need an editor, holler at your girl. He's very, very good at it, and I'm like so happy to have him back. He used to edit my podcast back in the day, but he was in school and working full time. It's just a lot. And now he goes to grad school for like 6 weeks in the summer, but the rest of the year he can really just focus on something else. So yeah, here we go.
You're beautiful.
Oh, you too, babe. I love you.
Huh?
I said you too, babe. I love you.
I love you.
I love you too.
You were exactly right about the vacuum.
It died. Yeah.
Couldn't make it through.
Asked him recently, like, can you come back? Because he's just so detail oriented. It's what I love about him. It's like what I really had missed. So super excited to have him back doing that, which means we have things to kind of work on together, which has been really fun. So that is on that. And then my TBR for the month of October is Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the X-Hex. I want to read that, and I want to read the second book in the Practical Magic series. I'm reading, I want to read it chronologically. And then, my big focus right now is on Christmas stuff, so I'm working on merch, things like that that can be good for gifts, and getting that set up so that they can be ready for Christmas launch. I also did values. My values for the month of October are comfort, simplicity, and prioritization. Obi's flirting with me behind the camera. Comfort, simplicity, and prioritization, meaning I want to prioritize like being comfortable and cozy and like enjoying life. I want to keep things really simple, not overcomplicate my life, and then I want to focus on my priorities and make sure that every decision I'm making is through the lens of, is this a priority for me right now? And then I do 3 things I want to make. So I want to make, I want to knit a scarf, or at least start knitting a scarf. I want to figure out a bagel recipe that I like. I haven't been, I tried making bagels twice, and both times, first time was an absolute fail. The second time was okay, but not quite right. So I want to try again. And then I want to make a tote bag, because I love a tote bag. And so I thought I could make, if I could make like a really pretty tote bag, that could be a fun Christmas-y item to go with like the other like merch type things that I have going on. So let me know if there's something that you guys would like. If you'd like, this is a merch round that I did once. It says, what if there's nothing wrong with you? I feel like there's like another, yeah, maybe another sweatshirt would be cool. These crew necks are so comfortable that I would love to make another crew neck because they're so cozy. So maybe we can make one Enneagram related, or one that's a little bit more not Enneagram specific, but cozy. we'll see. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, I think that's all, friends. I think that's my reflection on the month of September, my plan for the month of October. And I hope that this video finds you well. I hope that you have a good start to the month, and I will see you next time.